Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Smiley, and welcome to part one of my post-run stretching series. I work with a lot of athletes in my office, runners, all kinds of people. And whether you're recreational, amateur, or pro, I find that most athletes actually aren't stretching as efficiently and effectively as possible. So, this is my post-run stretch series. And I want to help everyone understand why you're stretching and how to get the best results possible and when. Now, for starters, we always stretch after exercise for static stretching, not before, unless you have a 20-minute gap. That's aside. We're going to start out with part one today is going to be our calves down here. Our calves have two parts. There is our big bulk up here, which is called our gastrocnemius, and then there's the other part down here, which is the soleus. Technically, the gastroc has a medial and lateral side for those who are extra nerdy out there, but we just won't leave that information out for you guys. Our heel is going to be not like this, nice and far away from a wall. You can use a wall, you can use a picnic bench, you can use a tree, you can use a post, doesn't matter, whatever is available. I often use a car tire if I've parked at a trailhead and gone for a run. I'm going to bring my heel in nice and close to the wall so that there's much smaller space in there. I have to get my bum back further so that I can get my heel in nice and close. I keep my leg straight. I'm not having to bend in it at all because we're focusing on gastrocnemius. I'm going to use a support if I have one. If I don't, I can do it this way. It's nice to do it this way and be able to pull in with my arms. I'm keeping my pelvis square, perpendicular to my leg. And my back foot is lining up fairly well with my front foot. I'm not rotating, I'm not doing anything like that. So now that I'm here, I'm engaged, and I can feel the stretch in the muscle belly, right up in here in gastrocnemius, or most people call the calf. Hold it for 40 seconds. You don't need to watch me for 40 seconds, we're not going to do that. You want to feel a nice stretch in here, and you can control it by how far you bring your pelvis in, and by how close you get your heel to the wall. If it's too much, back your pelvis out. That's it. That's all there is to it. No force, no pressure, everything's relaxed, and you feather it with either your arms or with your back leg. Awesome. Have fun stretching your gastrocnemius. Now we're going to get to part two. We're going to do it right away, which is the soleus. Same stretch, slightly different. Same setup. Again, heel is nice and close to the wall. This time I need to come back further. Get my hips down nice and low. I'm going to bend my knee. I get a fairly significant bend. That's not enough bend. I have to bend down like this. So I disengage gastrocnemius and I only have soleus. Gastrocnemius will actually help the knee flex. So by having it down like this, it's not in power anymore. And then I can drive my knee forward. And in driving my knee forward, I now get a very full feeling down here. People describe it as a full feeling. It's not a stretch. It's not like normally you feel muscles stretching and pulling. It's almost going to be a sharp feeling. This is a cloudy, dull, full feeling. And that's how you know you're getting it right in here. And you're driving that knee forward. You can see this leg is not taking a lot of weight. If I had to and I didn't have anything there, it would be like this. Much easier if you have something you can grab onto. Okay? So this is gastrocnemius and soleus, which makes up our whole calf bundle. I almost always start with this stretch first. It's super important. It's always in my top three for first priority. Calves, quads, and hammies are always the first three. Awesome. We'll see you at part two.